Mrs. Kowalski, and I'm the supervisor of all the CTE Career Tech Ed, which you wonder what that stood for, in the county. It is my belief, along with many, many other people's belief, that this is the only way to teach, to have education, because it is project-based, it is real life, and hopefully in your CTE class, you are going to find the niche that you want to do the rest of your life, or part of your life. Because studies say you will change jobs 6 to 7 times. I won't go into my career, but I have met that goal already. 6 to 7 times I've had different careers. Until I fell into CTE and said, whoa, why wasn't there in 1918 when I was born? But it wasn't. It didn't come until 1970. But because you're the chosen ones, or you chose CTE, there's a few rules and regs that go with CTE, because we are getting you ready for the real world. When you cross this, how many seniors in here? Okay. You are all on track. Hopefully you cross that stage in June and they play that funky little music, you know, da, 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 da. Not only do you have a diploma from Sturgis High School, but you will have skills from your CTE program. And the juniors that are in here, hopefully, will have the opportunity to take the class a second year, if it's a second year class, everyone's different, or take a different CTE program in your senior year. But it is, to me, what's happening in CTE. It's the only way to teach and learn. But to teach and learn that way, you guys got to give us a little bit back. Here's the rules and regs. How many do not like to come to school? Don't raise your hand, that would be great. I'm going to assume there might be a couple of people in here who don't like to come to school. And so their attendance isn't very good. You may want to rethink CTE. Seriously. Because of this. CTE is 2 periods a day, am I correct? 3, yeah, that's right, because it's about Friday. 3 periods a day. Okay? All right, now here's a math problem. All right, wake up. Oh, the caffeine's kicking in. If I miss my CTE class one day, how many periods am I missing?
2, 3.
3, okay. All right, everybody still okay? Got that? We're missing 3 periods of regular school, right? All right, here we go. Bonus points. If you miss 5 days of CTE in a semester, how many periods are you really missing? 15. So if you take 15 and divide it by 5, because there's 5 days in a week, you have missed 3 weeks of school. You see where I'm going with that? And in CTE, we're getting you ready for the real world. If you miss 3 weeks in the real world, you've been gone after the first week, but you've been fired. Attendance is numero uno in CTE, and because it's numero uno in CTE, you not only make, like if you're going to be sick here in Sturgis, you make 1 phone call, am I correct? You have to call in, don't you? Okay. In CTE, then you make 2 phone calls. So I hope you're not real sick. You not only have to call Sturgis to let them know you're not coming. Tomorrow or today in your CTE class, you will get a packet, and there's a phone number there, and that phone number is your instructor, your CTE instructor, and you must call them. And we have it bolded and dashed and really big print, because we've had some problems in the past. Parents will call, and they will say to me, "You don't understand." And I say, "Okay, what don't I understand?" Well, they called the school, and I said, "That's right. They have to call the CTE teacher as well. This is like a job. We're getting you ready for the real world. If you miss work, you must call your employer. So if you're going to miss, you must call your CTE instructor. And if you don't, drum roll. Thank you. If you don't call your instructor, in CTE, you get work habit points each day. And so if you're not there, you can't get these points, correct? And if you start losing points, what happens to your grade? It goes south. So then I get the call from the parent. But my child was sick. Well, in the real world, if you're sick too many times, either there's a medical reason, of which we're not that, we'll take that into consideration. But otherwise, you gotta be there. You gotta be there to learn. So that's why I'm here today, to let you know. How many phone calls if you're gonna be sick? 2. To whom? Sturgis schools, if that's your rule, I don't know. But also to your teacher. There will be a piece of paper that you will take home and have your parents sign it. And I know occasionally you might forge that signature, which is not what you're supposed to do. Is that correct? But remember, when I get the call from the parent that the student's been absent, the grade is going down, I pull that paper out because we saved them, and I say, but you signed this, because we have had an occasion of parents say, I've never seen that. Okay, so just get you ready for it, all right? Because CTE is very cool and a lot of fun. Now, medical occupations. Who's in MedOc? Okay, do you know where it's at? Centerville High School, okay, in Centerville? Very good. Agri-science. Who do we have for ag? Okay, great program. By the way, this summer I went to a program on the many careers out there in agri-science that you don't even know about. One of them is an agronomist. Do you know what an agronomist is? I really don't either, because I didn't want to ask the question. But I took it that it had something to do with soil and rocks, something like that. Anyways, they cannot find agronomists. Monsanto, Pioneer, all of the big ag companies are gobbling them up. And when you can't find somebody, do you think their wages are high or low? High. Their wages are very high. So anyway, a ton of careers in ag right now, just a ton. Okay, let's move over to auto. Who are my auto students? Okay, do you know where you're going? Where? All right, Glen Oaks. Good answer. All right, let's move on to, well, the CAD students. Where are my CAD students? And you are right here, okay? Building trades. Building trades. Where are you at? Right here. Perfect. Okay, let's move on to, who am I missing? Who? CIT! Where's CIT? Right here. All right, very good. Any other program that I missed? Those of you then who are in MedOc, Ag, and Auto have to catch a bus. And let's take a, what time do we catch the bus? Thank you. It's a new program, and I'm old. Thank you. Graphic design. In fact, are you in graphics? Yes. I'll see you today. Graphic design. You know where that is? Glen Oaks. Okay? Just talked to the instructor last night. Order the books. We're ready to go. I love graphic design. Apple computers. All apples. Okay. Graphic design. Thank you. What time are we catching the bus? I hope it's not 7. What time are we catching the bus? I'm talking about now. Graphic design, auto, MedOc, and ag. What time? 11. Who said 11:40? Boy, if I had a Snicker bar right now, you'd get it. 11:40. All right. Catching the bus at 11:40. Now, question number 2. Are you ready? I always save the hardest for the last. Where are you catching the what? Where?
The bus.
The bus. Where?
Outside.
Outside where?
The door.
Front doors. Okay. I don't want anybody to call me that day and go, I don't know where the bus was. Okay, 11:40 out front, it departs, and it drops off first at Glen Oaks, and then at Centerville High School, and then it picks up at Centerville High School at 2:05, and it picks up at Glen Oaks at 2:10. Okay? So, MedOc and Ag, you will get to Centerville High School at 12:05. and you will be picked up at 2:05. Well, that's easy to remember. And Glen Oaks people, auto and graphic design, you'll be dropped off at noon, and you'll be picked up at 2:10. And the driver knows we're at Glen Oaks. And I will meet you there to, auto already has someone there to meet you, and then I'll take care of graphic design. Okay, any questions on that? No? All right. What's the most important thing in CTE to remember right now that I told you today? Attendance. Thank you very much. Last thing that I have to say. Oftentimes our students get jobs or get great work experience. And we will get calls from employers because we're very connected to the, I call it the real world. And they will call me and they'll say, Ginny, I'm looking for somebody to do, let's say A. Somebody, a vet or somebody calls in A. And they'll say, Ginny, I need so-and-so to do this. Do you have a good student? I said, all of our students are good. So what do you think is the first question they ask me? There's three things they always ask me. And the first question is, I'll say, okay, I've got the student Sam. And they'll say, okay, what is Sam's? Thank you. That's the first, seriously, the first thing they ask, what's Sam's attendance? If they don't go to school, they're not going to work. What's the second thing they ask me about Sam? Nope, not the grade point. It's along that line. Behavior starts with an A. Attitude, that's exactly right. In the world today, what we're finding out is, this is what people are starting to do. And when we do this all the time, we don't talk to other people, we don't know how to interact with other people, and we don't know how to problem solve with other people. And in the real world, it's a team world. It's a team, that's how the workforce works. It takes a group of people to produce something so that they can reach a goal. So they will say to me, attitude. And what they mean by that is this a person that can work with other people? Is this a person that can take direction? Is this a person that can take constructive criticism? We're not going to grow and do things right if people don't tell us when we're doing it wrong, correct? And when they tell us we're doing it wrong, we don't get all worked out, get all cryy, and all that kind of stuff. We learn from it. So they want attendance, they want attitude, and then they want the grade point. They'll look at it and say, well, how are the grades? And believe me, we've taken students with a 1.5 and up as long as the attendance is good and the attitude is good. You know what? You'll love this kid. This person works well with people. Respects people. Okay? So, I think I've given you my 15-minute spiel. Somebody paid me $100 though to keep you here till 8:30. Does somebody have $200? Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.